just one run in now the last 14 innings of play. And that was a home run last week by Carter Cunningham. McGuire on the hill. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss by Romano. And the count now evens out at 1. Here comes McGuire's 1-1. Got him to reach for it. Garrison underneath it. He makes the play. Let's see if we can get it to you here on the replay. Garrison. Oh, yeah, you'll see it here. Jamie in your right-hand part of the screen settling under it to make the play.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the center fielder number 2, Eric Sledge.
So comes back there in a second. So Eric Sledge here for the Raiders last time up. A strikeout to McGuire. Nice movement there from JT. He just left it upstairs. It's a 1-0 count. JT, swing and a miss. That slider had a lot of movement to it. It's now 1-1. The 1-1 coming from McGuire is a fastball in the dirt and away. As Sledge getting back into it now, he's ahead of it 2-1. On deck, Nash McCarthy. The left fielder last time up, he had a base hit. The first hit of the night for Stonewall. That eventually led to an RBI double later in the inning. As Sledge fouling this one off by the softball field to the right of us. Battlefield with 1 out here in the inning on defense. As the meat of the order in the leadoff part for Miles, Cunningham, and Agnos will be up next for Battlefield. And that's been the noticeable slump. They just have not been able to get it done for the Bobcats. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. And 2 strikeouts for Sledge on the night.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the left fielder, number 4, Nash McCarthy.
That is McGuire's 3rd strikeout of the night for Battlefield. And he's off and rolling here. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. And that brings in McCarthy. First pitch swinging. He fouls this one off. The Raiders looking to pull off the upset here tonight against a Battlefield team that has not been on their best, laying down the bunt, but he pulled it back. As it was outside was McCarthy, and the count is now 1-1. Fans, we want to thank everyone for tuning into the broadcast with you. Matt Venezia here, bringing you Battlefield Baseball. As we mentioned, probably the last home regular season game that we're doing here on the season. But we are looking forward to getting some playoff games covered, and depending on how far the teams go, this is for all our teams. The VSHL, Virginia State High School League, has their own broadcasting network, so we'll see where and when and how we can broadcast games for Battlefield, because we know the fans want to be with us there in these further away games. As that went in there for a strike, it's a 2-2 count. This one right back to McGuire. He'll loft it to Cunningham, and that's it for the inning. Another 1-2-3 for Battlefield. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Stonewall still on top, 1-0 on Battlefield Sports Network. Craig Miles. That's the first song on the list.
Leading off for your Battlefield Bobcats, the center fielder, number 10, Craig Miles.
Carter Cunningham's next. Back here in the boots, bringing the bottom of the third inning. The first pitch from Breeding to Miles, missing inside for a ball. The Bobcats trying to get on the scoreboard. Just one run in the last 3 games so far. And that's stretched over a week. As this one missing for a ball. If anyone's going to break the little slump, it's going to be this guy right here. Maybe the most consistent hitter here for Battlefield. They need him to get on here and start something for the Bobcats. He reached on a walk last time. It's looking like history's going to repeat itself. He's ahead of it 3-0 as Breeding and not really giving Miles anything to work with. Breeding's 3-0, and that catches the inside of the plate. For a strike, it's now 3-1. Here comes from Breeding. Miles in the dirt, can't catch up to it. And Breeding battling back. Nice stuff from Mitchell Breeding on the hill for the Raiders. The count is now full. Here it comes. Miles a little bit ahead of it there, fouling it down the first base line. And we'll do the full count once more. Here it comes to Miles. He's all over that one, chopping in between the gap of second and first, and Craig with a base knock. And there's one runner on here for Battlefield. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Carter Cunningham. Nearly took it out of the park on a foul ball and struck out right after that.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the first baseman, number 15, Carter Cunningham.
So Carter Cunningham steps in here. He's looking to get out of his slump too. The top of the order. Maybe Miles just opened the gates for some offense here for Battlefield in desperate need of it. The first one missing for a ball to Cunningham. Carter getting the signs from Coach Burkhardt over there at third. As Miles, good piece of hitting there right between Rolinario at second. Now Miles is going. The throw's good by Klein. A few bounces and it goes right over. Craig with a stolen base.
2-0-2.
So it's a
Is that a strike?
1-1 count here coming. Is it looked like a ball here, but couldn't tell. It's a 1-1 now to Cunningham, and he's got a runner in scoring position here with Zach Agnos on deck. And this is just what the Bobcats want to have drawn up here in the inning. A few looks to second. Here comes Cunningham. This is going to back up Sledge. Getting ready to tag his Miles. The catch is made. Craig with plenty of speed. He's going to get in easily to third. The throw is off, but there to back it up is Breeding. And on the sacrifice fly. Moving up, Miles. That'll bring up Zach Agnos.
Second is 2 months.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the shortstop, number 14, Zach Agnos.
So Zach Agnos will step in here for Battlefield with Miles at third. You would assume that anything to the outfield, air or ground, should be able to score. Craig, Zach first pitch swinging. This is going by the Battlefield bullpen, and it's going to reach there. Foul. 1-0. The Raiders with a first inning RBI double by Travis Sutherland, the right fielder. He'll be up to lead off next inning. And Agnos reaching for this one. This is going to get down. In right, it got out of the reach of the right fielder, Travis Sutherland. It's an RBI double for Zach Agnos. Let's show it to you one more time. Zach with the RBI double, and Battlefield has tied it up. Peter Benavides up next.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the catcher number 3, Peter Benavides.
So Peter Benavides, the Bobcats have come to tie. And Agnos may have broken out of his slump at the plate. And now you get Peter, the team's leading RBI producer, another solid chance to get another one. This breaking pitch catching pretty close inside. We don't like the call up here, but nonetheless, it's in there. Breeding comes set, a few looks. This one inside, it's now 1-1. On deck for Battlefield, it'll be Adam Kuzmicki. And a huge partier moving forward in the season as we're near the end. How will other than the top 4 guys, get on base and produce for Battlefield? It's been a struggle, and when the top 3 or 4 guys have been shut down for the Bobcats, there's no offense at all. So the top half of the order doing the job. Now they need some help there in the bottom half, and it's a perfect game tonight to do just that. Breeding the pitch. Benavides all over it. This is going to get down in the gap. Being waved home from Coach Burkhart is Agnos. He's got to get down. He'll stay up. Benavides extending, and he's thrown out. So Peter trying to stretch. Nonetheless, Battlefield with the lead. On an RBI single from Benavides, but then he's thrown out. It's now 2-1 Battlefield. Coach Burkhart not a fan of the call, and that'll bring up Adam Kuzmicki.
Now batting for the Battlefield Bobcats, the left fielder number 6, Adam Kuzmicki.
Now Kuzmicki will step in. The first one to him, a fastball upstairs for a ball. As the Bobcats 2 runs here in the inning, Benavides registers his 18th RBI on the year, bringing in Zach Agnos. And the Bobcats lead at 2-1. This one's chopped foul by Kuzmicki, evening the count at 1. The pitch from Breeding, right there for a strike. Taking all the way, it looked like there from Kuzmicki. Good looking fastball there from Breeding. And the 1-2. In the dirt, good eye from Kuzmicki. And Breeding now has it worked to 2-2. The Bobcats, top half of the order, getting it done here in the inning. Kuzmicki, that was a fastball or a changeup inside on him. He still swung at it. And it's fouled off. And it's now 2-2. The pitch from Breeding. Kuzmicki reaching for it. He skies it deep to left, giving a few back steps. And under it to make the play is McCarthy. But not without a little damage from the Bobcats. We go to the bottom of the top of the 4th inning. An RBI double by Zach Agnos and an RBI single from Benavides. As Battlefield on top 2-1 here on Battlefield Sports Network.
Still JT, right?
Back here in the booth to bring you the top of the 4th inning. Stonewall looking to respond to 2 runs from Battlefield. The Bobcats back on top now, 2-1. And leading it off here will be Travis Sutherland, the right fielder for the Raiders.
Leading off for the Stonewall Raiders, the right fielder number 9, Travis Sutherland.
So Sutherland will step in now. An RBI double back in the 1st inning from him. That actually brought home Noah Nash McCarthy. So we'll see what he can do here to lead it off against JT McGuire, who's found a groove. And we see out heading to the bullpen, the Battlefield Bobcats might have some activity in the pen. Couldn't quite get an eye on who was heading out there. Looked like 23 from our angle. That's Trevor Harris. So he could be getting loose. We haven't had a game with Trevor getting the call, so he could most definitely be coming in here in relief of McGuire, as it's now the 4th inning. This one in the dirt. Good block there by Benavides, and the count works itself to 1-1. McGuire right now 4 strikeouts on the day. He's having a solid start out on the mound. We talked to him before the game. He'll be our interview for this week. As this one inside to Sutherland, it's now 2-1. And stepping out here, Sutherland trying to buy some time here before he steps back in. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from McGuire. Sutherland couldn't come up on top of it. His double was to deep left field, as it got away from Kuzmicki, just out of his reach. And calling time once more is Sutherland. And actually our umpire heading out. Gonna get a new ball out there. Taking a little stroll. I don't really know why he did that. So stepping back in here, Sutherland. He's got, as we mentioned, an RBI double on the day here in his 2nd at-bat. Looking to lead it off here. But McGuire trying to prevent that. Here comes the pitch. This one's a line foul. Heads up. As the Stonewall lacrosse team is warming up right behind their dugout. That was a liner right at them. Didn't look like it struck anybody, but they're definitely paying attention now. As right before game, I mean, they have helmets on and stuff, but that would have been awful. It's 2-2 now. Sutherland looked at a curveball, and staying alive there is Travis in the box. On deck, the catcher, Mark Klein. He grounded out to Cunningham last time. Right there for a strike. McGuire, give him his 5th of the day, and JT is rolling. Let's show it one more time. Oh, we just missed it. We missed it. But guys, nice throw down there.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the catcher number 7, Mark Klein.
So Klein will step in here for the Raiders. First pitch to him. That curveball. A lot of feel out there for McGuire. That's got to be his go-to. And he's liking that. As JT, as we mentioned, 5 strikeouts for him tonight. And another strike there, the heater. Could have had a zip on that one from JT, the Battlefield senior, getting honored tonight for his duties here in his final home game of the regular season. Here comes the pitch. Give him a breaking ball. Just getting a piece of it was Klein. And we'll do the 0-2 again. Mark Klein, the catcher here for the Raiders, as we mentioned, grounding out to McGuire last time. Here it comes. And skying this one. This one's heading foul. Giving chase are the Bobcats. Suika makes the play. He nearly crashed into Kuzmicki there, coming in hard. You can't see it down the line. What a play by Suika. And a huge out there for Battlefield. 2 gone now.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders is second baseman number 20, Ronaldo Polinario.
So Polinario will step in here, 2 gone. What a play by Chris Suika, hustling down. That was about halfway to that Stonewall bullpen out there and left. What a play. Another breaking pitch. JT loves that right now. And he's confident with it, as McGuire has done a great job. He's set down, dating back to Klein's last at-bat. He's set down the last 10 batters he's faced. Is this one missing for a ball? JT is on top of it right now. We'll see how long Coach Burkhart wants him to throw, though, with Trevor Harris warming up. This might just be to save McGuire's arm. Another breaking pitch. And Polinario couldn't get the bat on the curveball there. It's now a 1-2. And JT looking for his 6th punch out of the night. And here it comes from McGuire. Gave him another one. And that one just going off the outside of the plate. And he did not go. Fans, I don't know why that thing does that. It cuts out like that. You may have missed it. Polinario getting walked there on that pitch. Nearly going for it. It just reconnects. It's kind of weird. Trying to figure out why it's doing that. But that'll give Cecil Bruce a chance to bat.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the designated hitter, number 21, Cecil Bruce.
McGuire a look over to first. And he hits his target right there. That ends a string of 10 consecutive set down by JT. But they haven't gotten a hit since the first inning when Sutherland drove in Nash. Just McGuire's first walk of the night. And calling time in the box there is Bruce. This one missing up and away. So now it's a 1-1 count here to Bruce. McGuire looking to get the Bobcats out of the inning here without any damage. As Harris, you can see he's looking on from the bullpen, trying to see how his buddy McGuire's doing on the hill here in the inning. JT going over to first. Cunningham holding Polinario there close. McGuire looking on to Benavides for the call. Lining this one foul, heads up behind the Battlefield batting cages next to the dugout. Once again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in with us, having some fun here on the diamond. Trying to paint the corner, there's McGuire. It missed away for a ball. Swing and a miss down in the dirt. Benavides has to do a punch him out, throw him out, and they do it right there. JT, whether that's his last batter or not, 6 strikeouts for McGuire. He is rolling through 4 for Battlefield as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Bobcats on top, 2-1 on Battlefield Sports Network.
This one.
All right, and leading off for Battlefield.
I was pointing to grab my card.
Yeah. How did Kuzmicki get out last time?
They caught it.
To left, right? I think it was to left.
Yeah.
So Jacob Lawler leading off.
Alec. Jacob Lawler leading off.
Alright, yeah, probably get ready to do it. Back here in the broadcast, Matt Venezia with you for the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Battlefield's designated hitter, Jacob Lawler, leading it off, as we'll introduce him right now.
Leading off for your Battlefield Bobcats, the designated hitter, number 7, Jacob Lawler.
So Jacob Lawler leading it off here for Battlefield. As Breeding in his 4th inning of work, Lawler first one chopping it foul. Here it comes from Breeding. This one just missing outside. Jacob last time up grounded out to second. Is this one a one-hopper to Klein behind the dish for the Raiders? Nearing the 7.5 time here in Haymarket, Virginia. No matter where you're joining us, we thank you for tuning in. Lawler just ahead of it as he fouls it off. To count evening out now at 2. The 2-2 to Lawler, missing upstairs, and Jacob now battles it to full. This one missing for a ball, so Jacob working the leadoff walk for Battlefield. And the Bobcats have a runner on for Chris Suika.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the 3rd baseman, number 2, Chris Suika.
So Suika will step in here for Battlefield with a base runner on. We'll see what he can do here. This one missing, and Klein actually had to go down to a knee to keep that with him, and it still calls a strike. Questionable call up here from our angle, but Lawler on first, and now Breeding will step off. That's Mitchell Breeding's 2nd walk of the night. He's given up 4 hits to McGuire's 2. Still don't know yet if JT's night is over. And Suika laying down the bunt. That's going to get Lawler over. Smart call there by Coach Burkhart. Over to Costello. The play is made, and the Bobcats on the sack bunt move Lawler over. And that'll bring up Jamie Garrison. He had a double last time to get Battlefield their first hit of the night.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the right fielder, number 11, Jamie Garrison.
Just noticed in the crowd, looks like Jamie's girlfriend here with us, and she's got a cardboard cutout of Jamie's face. That is something you don't see every day. That is awesome. That's great. Keep it up down there, rooting them on. The fans went loud for Jamie as he steps in now with a double back in the second inning. Jamie looking to drive in Lawler. A double like last time would do the job. Breeding a look over. Here comes the pitch in the dirt. Scooping it back up to himself was Klein there, and the count is now 2-0. This one right there for a strike to Garrison, and the count now works itself to 1-1.
1-2.
Or check that, it's a 2-1 now. Garrison fouling this one off behind us. As Breeding getting back set on the mound. The count is now 2-2 to the Battlefield of right fielder, Jamie. Looking to bring in Lawler for some insurance. Gave him a breaking ball, and it hung up there for a while. Swing and a miss. Jamie down on strikes. And that's just a third strikeout of the night for Mitchell Breeding. And that'll bring up Jackson Baird for Battlefield.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the second baseman, number 4, Jackson Baird.
Baird first pitch swinging. That's going to get down. And then off the glove of the right fielder. Lawler thought about it and then throws in quickly to Klein. First pitch swinging there from Jackson Baird and a base hit. So they're on the corners now for Battlefield, and that gives Craig Miles an RBI spot here for Battlefield. The bottom half of the lineup getting it done right now.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the center fielder, number 10, Craig Miles.
So Craig Miles will get an RBI spot, the bottom half of the order, doing their job here on their second time around. Let's see if Craig can help him out and make him pay. He's got a great chance here. The first one missing for a ball. The fans getting more lively here at the stadium. Swing and a miss there from Miles. The count works itself now to 1-1. Breeding now getting himself in a little bit of a jam. Only the 5th hit he's given up here, but the Bobcats have used him wisely. That one missing for a ball. It's now 2-1. A base hit for sure will score Lawler. We'll see what Baird can do at first with speed, maybe having a chance to stretch it to third. Here comes the pitch. And the breaking pitch dropping in there for whatever reason. Baird getting himself in a rundown, and it bounced over. Lawler was for sure going to be thrown out. The throw is not good to Klein. Jackson Baird to third. And Coach Burkhardt, we saw from his reaction, he did not know why Baird got in that rundown. Nonetheless, Miles is going to get an RBI out of that. And out of all that, Battlefield's going to be up 3-1 now. How do we rule that? I mean, I don't really know. That's a weird play nonetheless, but Battlefield with a 3-1 lead now. And now Miles with a chance to bring in Baird over at third. Now some bullpen activity getting up for the Raiders. Can't tell from here who it is. It's a 2-0 count. Sorry, a 2-2. Now it's full. It's a 3-2 count to Craig Miles. The pitch to Miles. He thought about it, leaves it upstairs, and Craig works his second walk of the night. And that'll bring up Battlefield's first baseman Carter Cunningham, looking to strike here for the first time tonight. As the Raiders having a little bit of a mound visit here. We appreciate everyone tuning in here. The Bobcats getting their offense going right now. And they're going to talk about it here. Breeding, trying to calm it down here on the hill. Head coach John Miller talking to him right now, trying to calm the guys out. It's pretty long. Now this here, our umpire just checking that everything's okay. You see Cunningham there to the right of the plate, taking some warm-up cuts. Carter had a strikeout in the first, but he just missed a home run. Pushed it, or pulled it a little 10 feet to the right of the foul pole. Then he had a sac fly that actually moved Miles to third. So the Bobcats with a chance here to strike. Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the first baseman, number 15, Carter Cunningham. The fans getting lively for Carter. He's got a fantastic opportunity here to push the Battlefield lead to 3 or maybe even more. He's got the potential to do that with just one swing. First pitch swinging, he fouls this one off. And you can tell by his reaction, he knew he just missed that one. Is Cunningham looking to drive in Jackson Baird over at third. On first, it's Craig Miles, who was just walked. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 2 gone for Battlefield. This fastball nowhere near, and the count works itself to 1-1. Breeding is set. Miles is going, no throw. So now Carter easily with the chance of a base hit could make this thing a 4-run lead. Miles, the fastest guy on the team, no doubt about it. On second, a base hit could definitely score him. And not to mention the Raiders, especially in center and right, are playing Cunningham pretty deep. This fastball missing away. Should be 3-1 now. It says 2-2 on the scoreboard, 3-1 on ours. Let's see.
I thought it was 2.
It's got to be 2-2 now, nonetheless. 2-2 or 3-2. I think it's 2-2. We'll keep it at 2-2 here. As Cunningham looking to get a hold of one here. This one inside. Cunningham drives it just early on it. An inside fastball. He took it foul over the Battlefield dugout.
Good evening and welcome to Battlefield High School. For tonight's Cedar Run District Men's Varsity Lacrosse game between the 9 and 2.
Breeding is set. Here it comes. Inside on Cunningham. He didn't like the call. As the Raiders get out of the inning, but they give up 1 in the process. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, your Battlefield Bobcats 3 and the visiting Stonewall Raiders 1. Here on Battlefield Sports Network. Oh, it's the scoreboard's 3-1. Yeah. Yeah, make it 3-1. You want to reset their score and then add it again? Like we did last one? See if that does anything. Try resetting us and putting 3 back on. No, put a 0 for us right now. I'll put a 0.
Oh,
Okay, now
Trevor
it's-
Harris.
So now do 3.
First, nice throwing lineup for the Raiders. Number 1, playing Vinny Cohen.
That's 2
Number
still.
2, playing defense, Cameron Perrier. Number 4, attack, Trevor Blair. Number 7, playing defense, Vincent Guyette. Number 17,
23 is Trevor Harris, right?
Tommy
Yeah.
Mahoney. Number 19, attack, Jacob Underwood. Number 29, playing defense, Ben. Number 31, playing attack, Coach Becker.
Try and put 4. See if putting 4 in. Yeah, 4 works. I feel like it's getting covered up. Go to 2, do 2 first. Put 2.
Now, Battlefield Podcast.
So 2 shows, now do 3.
Attack, number 1,
Yeah, so it's a little block. The bottom part's not working.
21, attack, Jacob. Attack, number 20, Jack Wallace.
Back here in the booth here with the top of the 5th inning. Battlefield on top 3-1. Now into pitch. This is the first time we're seeing him all year. It's number 23, Trevor Harris. So McGuire's night's over. And JT had quite the line score. In 4 full innings of pitching, 2 hits, 1 run. I believe 1 walk. Here we go, 1 walk here, and 6 strikeouts. The first one from Harris in there for a strike.
Leading off for the Stonewall Raiders, the pitcher, number 22, Mitchell Breeding.
So Harris now into pitch. Breaking ball there from Trevor inside to Breeding. And the count's now even at 1. That one from Harris missing for a ball. And it's just passing the 7:30 mark here in tonight's contest. 3-1 Battlefield. The Bobcats looking to get back on the winning ways. Harris, a good-looking fastball there. The pitcher only, Trevor Harris, getting it done on the mound right now for the Bobcats. Here comes the 2-2. Just low there. The fans wanted that call to be made. The full count here coming from Trevor Harris. And that misses, so Bleeding gets walked.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the first baseman, number 8, Ryan Costello.
So Costello coming in here to bat. Just one other plate appearance on the day. Flew out to left. Or sorry, no, he grounded out to Cunningham. That was Bleeding's last appearance. Ground out to first last time here by Costello. As other than that first inning, McGuire retired 10 straight after Sutherland's RBI double. And then it led to a walk that broke that. But JT was lights out once he got his groove going for Battlefield as he's in line for the win here tonight. Top of the 5th inning here for Battlefield and Stonewall at the ballpark. Harris right there from the stretch for a strike. And he's ahead of the count now, 0-1. Harris will go over to first, and back in time was Breeding over there on first right now. Trevor looking for the punch out here in this AB. Fans, we want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight here with us. Is showing bunt, almost getting that one down, was Costello. Suika playing it in foul territory. He'll have to go back.
Should be 0-2.
As Harris ahead of it now, 0-2, looking to get the strikeout. Trevor thinking about first here. He goes home on the curveball. Strike 3. Down on strikes goes Costello. Let's show it to you one more time. Look at that movement on this curveball coming from Trevor. And down goes Costello. Great pitch there by Harris.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the shortstop, number 15, Kyle Romano.
Romano steps in. He had a strikeout in the third inning. Not many at-bats here for the Raiders tonight. As Harris picking up his first strikeout of the night. And he'll step off here, reset things up on the hill. Harris laying down the bunt there, and on his way to second there on the steal efforts was Breeding the pitcher, trying to help himself out, but it was foul. As Harris coming set, here's the pitch. This one just off the outside corner, and the count's now even at 1. Having a fun time here in the booth. The Bobcats trailing 1-0 at the end of the first, and they came back running though. Was Breeding, and the throw was behind Benavides. Or the throw from Benavides was behind Agnos, and easily getting in there was Breeding on the steal. But I think it was a strikeout, though. Is that right? It was a strikeout on the throw, so Harris gets his second. And that'll bring up Eric Sledge.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the center fielder, number 2, Eric Sledge.
So Sledge now his third AB. He's been set down on strikes his last 2 times. Here comes a pitch from Harris. Right there for a strike. And the Bobcats ahead of the count now, 0-1. As the Bobcats pitching, bouncing back here tonight against the Raiders. Battlefield in desperate need of a win here in their final home game of the season. Harris coming set. Give him a breaking ball in the dirt, and the count evens out at 1. You can see in the corner of your screen there, getting a lead. Right, first is Breeding. This one's chopped to short. Agnos will go the long way to first. On to Cunningham. Close, but thrown out. So Battlefield getting out of the inning nicely. The Bobcats. Great play there by Zach Agnos as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Bobcats on top, 3-1 on Battlefield Sports Network.
There's no song. It's like
Zach.
Agnos.
Back here in the booth for the bottom of the 5th inning, Battlefield, Zach Agnos leading it off.
Leading off for your Battlefield Bobcats, number 14, the shortstop, Zach Agnos.
The fans getting loud and rowdy for the ECU commit Battlefield shortstop, Zach Agnos. And Zach on the ball game, an RBI double back in the 3rd inning to bring in the first run of the night for the Bobcats. And he's 1 for 2 on the day. The first one to him is in there for a strike. Agnos behind it now, 0-1. Here it comes from Breeding, still out there on the mound. And this one in the dirt to Zach. Here comes from Breeding. This one, good block there by Klein behind the plate to keep it close. As it's a 2-1 count here to Agnos as he gets on top of it. This one missing away. And it's a 3-1, 3 straight balls to Zach. And Zach will take his walk, Battlefield with the leadoff base runner. And that'll bring in Peter Benavides in RBI his last time up.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the catcher, number 3, Peter Benavides.
Peter ahead of it now 1-0 with Agnos on first, looking to stretch the Battlefield lead. This fastball in there for a strike. Looked like it goes pretty far in on Benavides there, but a friendly call, I would say the least here for the Raiders. This one in the dirt, good block there by Klein. Keeping it close, and we'll do the 2-1. This breaking pitch inside, another friendly call. That's like inside the right-handed batter's box. And that call is being made tonight, so the Bobcats could have to readjust and, swing at those pitches. They're being called pretty far inside. Now setting up outside. It was actually left over the middle, and it was fouled off by Peter. Benavides, as we mentioned on the night, with a strikeout in the first and an RBI single in the third, scoring Agnos to give the Bobcats their first lead of the night. And in the dirt, Benavides swinging. He's down on strikes, the 5th strikeout for Breeding tonight. And that'll bring up Adam Kuzmicki.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the left fielder, number 6, Adam Kuzmicki.
Kuzmicki hard on the ground to third. A nice play. They're looking to turn the double play. The 6 and the late over to 3. A little late there. Quick hands, though, over at third by Gonzalez. But Kuzmicki hustling out. It'll be the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Jacob Lawler for Battlefield.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the designated hitter, number 7, Jacob Lawler.
So Lawler stepping in now. He's got a runner on first in Kuzmicki. Waiting on that one, though, and it's lined right to second base. Polinario makes the play. I think Lawler, that's his hardest hit baseball in the last few games. And if that was just maybe another foot taller, that's down for extra bases. So that's it here for the bottom of the 5th. We will go to the top of the 6th inning with the Bobcats still on top, 3-1 here on Battlefield Sports Network.
Yeah.
The Bobcats back here in the booth. The Bobcats here in the top of the 6th inning have been rolling ever since that shaky first inning, and they've been dominant, setting down, I believe, 13 of the last 15 Raiders, trying to break into that streak.
Leading off for the Stonewall Raiders, the left fielder, number 4, Nash McCarthy.
So the left-hander McCarthy will step in. Looks like he's getting his belt and pants situated. As Battlefield with a 3-1 lead, Trevor Harris back out there on the mound for the Bobcats. First pitch there from Harris. Looked good the whole way. Trevor up and early ahead of the count here in the 6th. Battlefield does have some action up in the bullpen. We can't tell from here who's in there, but someone is getting loose. I'd imagine it could be a Colby Vollmer situation to bring him in here to shut it down in the 7th. Or just in case Harris runs into any trouble. But other than that leadoff walk last inning, I mean, he has just been flawless in relief of McGuire, who himself, other than that first, was having a great game too. So 0-2 now from Harris. This one's a line foul. Harris looking on, he'll come set. Here comes the pitch. Fastball missing away for a ball. It's now 1-2. Large crowd here tonight. If you're just tuning in with Battlefield having their senior night tonight. And great family members and friends in the crowd for our 8 seniors. Last year was 9. 8 this year. As that one swung on and missed. Trevor Harris. Let's show it to you again. Trevor, give him his 3rd strikeout on the contest. And down goes Nash.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the right fielder, number 9, Travis Sutherland.
Trevor Harris dialed in right now. 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Now bringing Sutherland, an RBI double back in the 1st inning. The only run being produced by the Raiders to this point of the contest. Both teams rocking the black jerseys tonight. Battlefield on the sleeves, though, with purple. And the pants black versus the Raiders wearing white pants. It's the difference between these guys. Breaking pitch was sat on, but it's skied. Backing up is Agnos. He's under it to make the play. 2 gone quickly for Trevor Harris and the Bobcats, and that'll bring in the catcher, Mark Klein.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the catcher, number 7, Mark Klein.
So Klein, 2 gone, looking to get something going for the Raiders, who've been just shut down. I mean, that's the word to say it. They hit McGuire early with that 1 run in the first, and since then, it's been all Battlefield. And Trevor Harris, his command is something else right now as he is rolling. That's another first pitch strike for Harris on the mound and for Bobcats. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball missing inside. Harris on the 1-1. And that one nearly drilled Klein. He didn't like that one missing in on him from Harris. Really the only fluke of a pitch we've seen from Trevor all night. He's been on his game for the majority of his relief appearances. I believe this is his second full inning of work. Trevor now missing far on the outside. It's a 3-1 count to the Stonewall catcher. Harris coming set. And here's the pitch. Fastball missing down low. And the second walk for Harris on the night. Mark Klein getting aboard here. And the Raiders looking to get something going here with 2 gone in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring in Ronaldo Polinario.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the second baseman, number 20, Ronaldo Polinario.
Polinario will step in.
They brought out the pinch runner.
And a pinch runner being sent out there for Klein, the catcher, so giving him time to get his equipment back on for the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch all the way there from Harris. Good looking fastball there right down the heart of the plate. Harris going over to first, and Cunningham holding him close as Ronaldo Polinario 0 for 1 with a fly out to left in the first inning, and then he had a walk in the 4th. Polinario waiting on that one, but it's right to Kuzmicki. He makes the play and left, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Scoreboard really hasn't changed much tonight. 3-1 Battlefield on Battlefield Sports Network.
Kind of unexpected in baseball.
Facts. Can't wait for playoffs. New picture. Great.
Now on the pitch for the Stonewall Raiders, number 18, Matt Webb.
So that's the night for reading.
Who's leading?
He went through 5 innings, yeah. So now, Matt. Leading off is Chris Swika. That's Hotel California. Probably after this pitch. Okay, just kidding. Pick one more here. Back here in the booth for the bottom of the 6th inning, leading off for Battlefield will be Chris Suika, as we're about to introduce him here on the announcements.
Leading off for your Battlefield Bobcats. Number 2, the third baseman, Chris Suika.
So Suika steps in now for Battlefield here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The fans getting loud for what could potentially be the Bobcats' last outs or appearances at the plate on the night, as the Bobcats will have a chance to close out the Raiders in the top of the 7th. This first one missing for a ball. Here it comes from the new pitcher, Matt Webb, as this one's fouled off. As we mentioned, Breeding's night's over. 3 earned runs charged to him. Through 5 innings of work, he gave up 5 hits with 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. So not too bad of a night for him. Just no offense really for the Raiders to help support him. So Webb in relief here. And this pitch getting way away from Matt Webb. As JT McGuire still in line for the win for Battlefield. And Breeding still in line for the loss for the Pioneers. Not the Pioneers, we've already seen them. Matt Webb and the Raiders. Another pitch way up in the zone. As Webb trying to find his command here a little bit. As it's a 3-1 count. And 3 pitches in a row, up and away, and Suika, a leadoff walk here for Battlefield. And that'll bring in Jamie Garrison for Battlefield.
Carry on moving.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the right fielder, number 11, Jamie Garrison.
So Jamie Garrison now getting approval from the crowd. And Jamie, with nobody gone, looking to do some damage. Jamie on the contest, 1 for 2 with a double in the 2nd and a strikeout in the 4th. And a quick mound visit going to be called here by Coach Miller as he heads out there pretty aggressively. Could be a kind of set play going on here as Coach Burkhart and Jamie Garrison having that talk there on the left. Some situational stuff here. I'm not really sure what they could be dialing up here. Fans, as usual, if you're just tuning in with us, bottom left, you see the sport we're covering tonight, varsity baseball. In the bottom right, you see the YouTube channel, Matt Venezia, that's me, where you can find all our weekly update videos and live streams still up from past dates. And to the right of that, our Twitter page, up to the minute stuff with Battlefield Sports, pretty much 24/7. That's BHS Sportsnet, so you'll be able to keep up with everything going on with Battlefield Sports. As this is our 2nd Battlefield broadcast of the week, but the first on the network yesterday. Battlefield Baseball at Patriot was with the county. As Thursday, we'll be here for some Osborne Park Battlefield Boys Soccer. That should be a fun contest for the soccer team, as we did them with the county last week for my first broadcast for guys soccer, and they'll make their Sports Network debut on Thursday. So we're excited for that. It's a 2-0 count here to Garrison. Here's a pitch from Webb. Jamie was sitting on it. He skies it to right. Under it is Sutherland. He makes the play, and having to go back with Suika. And that'll bring up Jackson Baird for Battlefield.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the 2nd baseman, number 4, Jackson Baird.
Jackson Baird for Battlefield will step in with 1 gone. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning on deck is Craig Miles. Jackson on the day. He is 1 for 2 with a fly out to right and a base hit. First pitch swinging last time in the 4th inning. Looking to add another knock here, maybe even more, to his line score tonight. This one from Webb missing away. It's a 2-0 count. Webb looking on. It's a left-handed pitcher on a righty batter. That benefits the batter, Baird, in the box. 3 straight balls here from Webb. Some activity up, though, in the Stonewall bullpen. Can't tell from here who's getting loose. Battlefield as well having some bullpen activity. So we'll see what Coach Burkhart and Coach Miller decide for their respected ball clubs. The 3-0 on the way. Catching the outside. Not sure we agree with it here, but now it's a 3-1. Webb's 3-1. Missing upstairs. The second walk of the inning is Baird is aboard. That'll bring up Craig Miles for Battlefield with runners on second and first. And Coach Miller going to call time. Pause. I would pause it. Time being called by Coach Miller. This could be it for Webb, and it looks like it is. It's a call to the bullpen. So we'll step away for just a second and let you know who's coming in to pitch for the Raiders here on Battlefield Sports Network. So when he gets up to bat again, that's when we'll do that. Number 10. So just a third of an inning for Matt Webb. 2 walks, 1 out. No hits though. So number 10 is Ernest Gonzalez.
Now pitching for the Stonewall Raiders, number 10, Ernest Gonzalez.
Where'd I go? Dude, that math quiz, I have like an 85 and then 100 on the quiz. And like, I may have got one on the front wrong, but like I think I fixed it. It's like 130, like 87, 88. Maybe more because there's not really many grades.
But it's a quiz grade compared to a test grade.
Facts.
How many was it? 100 points or 50?
Probably 50. Probably do after this pitch. After this pitch, I'd put the music on.
Thank you.
Alright, not expecting that either. Back here in the booth will be Craig Miles leading off. I'll introduce him right now.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the center fielder, number 10, Craig Miles.
The fans really got loud for that one. The Bobcats a chance to really put a dent in this one right now. New picture now, Gonzalez on the hill. Ernest Gonzalez coming in relief with Matt Webb. Webb only threw an inning, or a third innings there, only punching 1 out on a fly ball by Garrison, and no runs charged to him. But these 2 base runners are under Webb's ERA. It's the first one missing for a ball to Miles. The 2-0 to Miles, swing and a miss by Craig. The George Mason commit, Craig Miles, made that official about a week and a half ago. Congrats to Craig and his family on that great honor to have that. But now as we look to our left, more bullpen activity. In case this gets even more out of hand for Stonewall. And it's now a 3-1 count to Craig Miles. Here's the 3-1. Miles swinging at it. Foul. It's a 3-2 here on the way to Craig Miles. Ernest Gonzalez looking for the punch out. Here it comes. Down and away. Miles earns the walk. That's his third of the night.
Fans, the bases are loaded. We need to hear you scream. Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the first baseman, number 15, Carter Cunningham.
The fans getting really loud for that one. The bases are juiced for Battlefield. Cunningham, a golden opportunity to really put this one out of reach. It's still a 2-run deficit. Cunningham first pitch swinging. Backing up Sledge. He's coming over. Put on the wheels quickly. It's going to drop. He misjudged it. It'll only score one, though, as Suika had to hold up. We're going to rule that a single. He was nowhere near an RBI single for Craig Miles, or for Carter Cunningham. Check that. And an RBI with it. Battlefield on top now, 4-1.
Fans, the bases are still loaded. Let's hear it now for the Battlefield Bobcat shortstop, number 14, Zach Agnos.
Agnos will step in. Battlefield making it 4-1. Only one gone, and Agnos has a chance to make it even more. Watching all the way there, the first one in there for a strike. Cunningham breaking his little slump there with an RBI single. He skied that thing to center. Just Sledge may have lost it up in the lighting. I don't know. But he was nowhere near that thing as he got on his horse there late and just did not have a chance to come back to it. The count's now 1-1 to Agnos. Zach on the day is 1 for 2 with an RBI double and a walk today. Back in the first, he flew out to left. Agnos waited on this one. This one is smoked to center. Sledge underneath it, though. The tag is made. That ball was smoked. And coming in plenty of time to score, it's Jackson Baird. The sac fly and an RBI for Zach Agnos. And it's 5-1 Battlefield.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the catcher, number 3, Peter Benavides.
The Bobcats have tallied 2 in the inning. Benavides wanting to put more on. A huge bottom of the 6th here for Battlefield. Peter thought about that one. Those 2 runs are going to be charged to Matt Webb's ERA. Now the guys on base are all Ernest Gonzalez. This one low and away to from Gonzalez. It's now a 1-1 count. The Bobcats on top, 5-1 now. The offense has found their groove. Some pretty deep fly balls. Zach smoked that thing. I think the wind coming in from center held that up just a tad. Because I thought that was definitely going to get down based on where we saw Cunningham's wind up on the previous at-bat. It's a 2-1 count here to the Battlefield catcher, Benavides on the day. 2 strikeouts and an RBI single back in the 3rd. This one's ripped for a base hit. Miles being waved home aggressively, losing it there and left were the Raiders, easily scoring and getting the 3rd of the Bobcats. It's 6-1. Having difficulty there in left, Nash McCarthy. This thing is now 6-1. And it'll be an infield mound visit here as Klein will try and calm him down. 6-1. They're on the corners for Battlefield. And that'll bring in Adam Kuzmicki.
Now batting for your Battlefield Bobcats, the left fielder, number 6, Adam Kuzmicki.
Getting set is Gonzalez. 1 earned run being charged to him. Here comes Gonzalez's pitch. Kuzmicki just gets under it. He's skying this one. And they're barely making the play there. That was a tough play for Polinario. He makes the play and ends the inning. But not before the Bobcats double their lead. As they plated 3 in the inning. Battlefield looking to close it out at the top of the 7th inning. On top, 6-1 on Battlefield Sports Network.
Cut you off.
Woo.
That was good.
Yeah, leading off for them will be Cecil.
All three good.
Trevor Harris still out there for Battlefield.
Fans, the Bobcats have a chance to put it away. Let's get loud.
That's the first one.
Back here in the booth for the top of the 7th inning. Battlefield had activity up in the bullpen, but Trevor Harris is going to stay out there on the mound. Why not? The kid has been great out of the bullpen for McGuire. Both guys really getting it done tonight. And Trevor, since coming in, I mean, he hasn't given up a hit yet. He's been great out of the bullpen now in his 3rd full inning of work starting it here. And leading off, it's Brett Cecil. Or Cecil Bruce. To Agnos, and the play is made.
Batting for the Stonewall Raiders, number 21, Cecil Bruce. Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the pitcher, number 22, Mitchell Breeding.
Oh, he's not the pitcher anymore. He's not the pitcher anymore. He was the initial. I didn't see where he went in the field. So, some kid just yelled, "He's not pitching." Sorry about that. So 1 gone here in the inning, and the Raiders swing in here trying to get anything going. And Trevor Harris is rolling right now. This one missing away for a ball. It's a 1-1 count here from Harris. Trevor with 3 strikeouts out of the bullpen tonight. It's a 1-1 count on the way from Harris. Swing and a miss. Not able to catch up to it. There was Breeding. And the count is now 1-2. Harris looking to set him down on strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Let's show it to you one more time. Trevor Harris given 4 strikeouts on the night.
Now batting for the Stonewall Raiders, the first baseman, number 8, Ryan Costello.
So 2 gone quickly in the inning. Some last chances here for the Raiders, who trail 6-1 to Battlefield. The offense came back to life. And solely really there with 3 runs coming across in the bottom of the 6th. It was good to see that from the guys really striping the baseball there, nearly batting around there with the Bobcats. And stepping in now for a last chance, Ryan Costello, as he's behind 0-1. That one right there, it's 0-2. And it is the final strike for the Raiders tonight. The Bobcats can put this thing away right here and pick up a much-needed win. Harris comes set. The pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Missing that one there to Costello. The fans getting rowdy again. Last chance here for the Raiders. Harris can end it right here with a strike or a ball in play. Here's the pitch. Missing downstairs for a ball. The count is back to even at 2. Costello on the night. A ground out to first and a strikeout. Here it comes from Harris. Swing and a miss. Trevor Harris out of the bullpen gets 5 strikeouts, and Battlefield pulls off the win, 6-1 to Stonewall at home.
The final score of tonight's ballgame, the visiting Stonewall Raiders 1 and your Battlefield Bobcats 6.
I should have said, and 6 for your Battlefield, but that would have been a lot better. But that's it from us here in the booth. The Bobcats getting it done, picking up a much-needed win for their confidence, as we'll have an interview for the video that you'll see later this week when it comes out. From us here in the booth, from Battlefield Sports Network, I'm Matt Venezia, signing off.